It's Barkley on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here is 3rd down and 4. Hurts. Flush to his right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now,
and this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith, 35 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the quarterback was in the pocket, flushed out, had to go on the run, little scramble drill action, but still able to make the play for the score.
Where is Sir Francis Tarkenton when you need him? I know that wasn't him on the field, but I see that number 10 running around right now, creating those types of plays. These guys today are emulating him.
Wasn't sure you were going to get Sir Francis Tarkenton into the broadcast, but you did, my friend. Well done.
Hey, every now and then we got to bring back the old guys, don't we?
Yeah. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Dancing to his left. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. A desperation heave for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Well, this is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Huntley. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Huntley looks to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Looking to throw here, Huntley.
Flushed out right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
On the move to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here's Huntley. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike, 53, Mike. Hey, what's the leg?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Back to throw. Huntley into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. But first down, Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Huntley. Open man is Waddle, complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyler Huntley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Huntley trying to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
2nd down, here's Hurts, out to his left. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Breaks through the contact. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
60 vices, 60 vices. Mike, 53. 50. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. The Dolphins will again line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Steps away to his left. Complete, it's Dodson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Able to connect with Dodson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing left sideline complete. That's Smith. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyler Huntley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll try and run it here. A chan hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Huntley.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And got his man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing is Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida. EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Open man is Joe. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. This goes out wide for Mixon. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Rolling to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Eluding the pressure right. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All right, partner, this is where I get to show my age. Because I remember when the strip sack kind of came into vogue, where defenders were taught not just to make the tackle, but do that little extra, try and jostle the arm of the runner and knock it free. And that's what we just saw there.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Robinson with another carry. Bust through the tackle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Robinson up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 38. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. As Stroud now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Stroud sets up the play action. Flushed out right. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly.
Oh, another